Hello. Welcome to part 3 of the Astal playthrough on Sega Saturn. Hello, Mr. Leo. I am going to beat Astal tonight. 100% guarantee. And yes, that was music from Astal. It sure was. Oh, you're not sure you like it? I like it. Uh, I like it. I like the use of color, and I like the what do you call the my brain's not working. You know, the way it's laid out. I like that. I like the way that it's like laid out. You know, I like that. It's a little confusing to actually kind of see what is going on. I mean, Astal's design is a little bit weird. It's a little cartoony and strange, but that's okay. Yeah, I still like it. I still like the cover. It's not the best thing. He's breaking the chains. Little dude. I mean, it's not it's got that dude is in the background, but you kind of and the bird is there, but you kind of can't really see. You kind of can't tell what's going on in the background too well. Yeah, the U.S. cover's not any better. Yeah, no. This at least this one's like more stylish. This cover's okay. I don't know. I like it. I like it anyway. It helps with like all the Saturn covers, the Japanese version that they have that like gold border on the side. A lot of times with various consoles, the the tacked on elements that for each various system where they kind of tack on um the name of the system and like all that stuff can sometimes look a little bit bad. I mean, it kind of looks bad in the American Saturn ones. I always like the PlayStation 1 covers with just like the very simple black label with the simple font that says PlayStation. Like that looked good. Um and the original like big box PlayStation games looked good. The American Saturn games, yeah, just like the thing that it's forced, like the elements of like Saturn covers, American Saturn covers that are forced onto it, kind of make it so that it's hard to look good. Some other systems are like that. I mean, like notably the Master System, of course, is probably like the worst offender. But the gold border is so good. This is like one of the best, like of all the consoles, like that gold Saturn border is like one of the best cover elements. It's too bad that they didn't keep that for the American market. Maybe that would have helped. You know what? I mean, American Saturn boxes sucked. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but it might have. They could have tried having covers that didn't suck for the Saturn. It might have helped. It's not like people in America enjoy covers that are shit. I mean, I know they were trying to make it look more Americanized, but it's funny how like in those days, more Americanized just came to be known as like stupider looking. You have to make sure that the covers look stupid. That's what Americans expect. It's a big mistake to try to replace a lot of the Japanese art. It's just too good. You can't equal it. For them, I mean, with a few exceptions. But this is an okay cover. Now let's play the video game. 8.5 hours so far invested into Astal. You know what? It's a pretty hard game, but it'd be pretty close to winning. And maybe we can even do it on this attempt. And wouldn't that be nice? That'd be pretty nice. It's a tough game, for sure. And the Japanese version is like, it seems like it must be extremely easy. Well, I don't have it. I'm not going to take the time to download it, but I'm a little curious, like, if it really does have the 5 health. First try. I might. Alright, I guess we don't need to watch the intro again. Already watched it enough. We gotta just get to business here. Should I actually, you know what? Should we just go ahead and bite the bullet and just put the lives to 5 instead of leaving it on default? I had a thought, which is that I know that some people kind of like consider the thing to do with these games that have lives counters that you can just adjust is to leave it on default. Like that's the proper thing to do or whatever. But when I was a kid and playing these games, I always set the lives to maximum. Because like, why would you not? I'm just going to set it to 5. Because honestly, it's stupid not to. It's not cheating to set the lives to 5. It's not cheating to not play on default settings. Well, first of all, it's not cheating to play on like easy modes if they're available. This game does not have difficulty modes, it just has the lives. And quite frankly, I would have preferred difficulty modes. Reflecting on it, I think that... Here's what I'm gonna say. I think that video games that have lives, or they're like in the option screen, have like a slider that lets you choose how many lives and continues you have. I think that's stupid. I just think that's stupid. I mean, obviously it was like an alternative way to like sort of let the player adjust the difficulty, but it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense because you're pretty much like, why would you just... Okay, so like this game, for example. So this game, for example, you can choose between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lives. What is the point of that? What is the point? Like, why would you ever put it on, like... Okay, you might leave it on 4, the default. You obviously might put it on 5, so you can have the most amount of lives, because the game is hard. Hi, Monicule! How's it going? I think the game volume's kind of... I'm listening to it. I think the game volume's a little quiet. Anyway, it's gotta be... You gotta hear it. Anyway, like, why would you ever, like, put the lives to 3? It gives you the option to, like, freely choose between 1 and 5. Why would you set them to 2 or 3? Why would you? Hey, Skittles, how's it going? We're gonna beat this game real soon tonight, Skittles. Real soon. I could see maybe setting the lives to 1, like, if you want to give yourself an extreme challenge and you're, like, an expert or something. But even then, like, if you're an expert at this game, you're not gonna, like, set the lives to 1. Maybe you'll speedrun it or something. Why would you... It just makes no sense. There's no reason to... Basically, you always want to put the live... If you have the option to, like, change the lives in a video game, you always want to just get the max amount. It shouldn't even be an option. It's not the same from difficulty settings. Like, difficulty settings, if you play on hard, that's the developer designing the game in a way that they say is hard, and then you play that. And then if you play that, you beat the game on what the developer says is the hard mode. That makes sense. But just, like, letting you choose the lives, what meaning is there in just, like, randomly choosing, like, lives that... Why would you sabotage yourself? Why would you not just choose the maximum lives? It's... There's like a number of they don't do that anymore, thankfully. There's a number of games that do that lets you just kind of freely choose, like, or freely change the amount of lives and or continues you start with. I'm just gonna say, I think that is unequivocally bad game design. The contra code? I mean, a code is different. Like, that's not the same thing. A code is a way to, like, sort of cheat and give yourself an advantage. That's, like, a whole different thing. I think that's completely different. And also, but, like, think about it like this, though, Mr. Leo. Having a cheat code is one thing. But what if, like, the game had 3 cheat codes, and one gave you 20 lives, and one gave you 25 lives, and one gave you 30 lives, and otherwise there's no difference? Would you ever use the other 2 codes? Why would you use them? Would there be any point to them? Because that's basically the same thing. Right? Of course you can always go, yes! Like, it's the equivalent of that. Like, I'm just saying, I know that that was an idea, that was, like, a way to, like, let people freely adjust difficulty. I'm just saying it's stupid. Of course you would always choose max lives. I mean, there's kind of a trend I've noticed with, like, you know, some retro streamers where people feel like you should go with the default. Like, if the default is set to, like, 4 lives, but you can set it to 5, the trend is that you're supposed to go with the default. But that's stupid. I think you should always just go with the max. The max is what... That's more like what the default is, because that's what everybody's... The developers know that you're going to put it on the maximum amount. Or they should know that. They should have known that. So the game should be designed around whatever the maximum amount of lives and continues is. If you have the ability to save states. You also always have the ability to just hack the game. As well, Skittles. You can always just hack the game and give yourself, either with a game genie or with your own hacker skills, to give yourself, you know, make yourself immortal. You could do that. Totally could. More objectives. Well, yeah, I mean, difficulty design is like a whole different matter. Yeah, I mean, that's like a different topic, and I probably agree with you. But it's better to, but you know, like, it's better to have that, it's better to have, like, modes, where, like, the developer has, like, a hard mode, and, you know, as part of that mode, you know, they might do things like, you know, changing the objectives or whatever. Things like, whatever, you know, whatever they want to do that they think is good, right? As opposed to, like, giving you, like, sliders where you can, like, change objectives on your own, but it's not tied to difficulty. I think it's better to have difficulty modes. It's not good to let the player just freely mess around with things that adjust the difficulty. You felt this game was a little rushed? Oh. Well, I don't know. It doesn't feel rushed to me. What makes you think that it's rushed? I mean, it could have more content, maybe, but it's kind of quality over quantity. So, and like the content's that in there is high quality. Like, it doesn't feel half-baked. There's actually a good amount of level variety in the game. How's it going, Skittles? Skittles, you came in, I was just ranting a little bit. Because I was just thinking about it, like, I should just set my lives to 5, why not? I kind of don't understand why there's, this is a separate, well, it's connected, but it's sort of a separate issue, but, like, I don't understand why, like, default settings is the thing that retro streamers play on. I was thinking about it, and I just genuinely don't understand. I mean, I guess I do. I guess it's like, it's just a thing that... I guess the idea is supposed to be that that's... If that's what it's set to default, then that's the developer intended amount of lives and continues. But I don't think that's really... I don't think that really is true. And I don't think that that makes sense. You have a mute button. Exactly, Spirits. Yeah, we do have a mute button. That's true. But I know you'd never mute me, Skittles, because you love me. You'd never mute me, would you? You love my rants. Is he a little empty? Yeah, I don't think it feels empty. I don't know. I think that the level design feels actually really good. Maybe like a little sparse. I guess there could be like a little bit more enemy variety. But but I don't mind it so much because there seems to be like a really good thematic connection to between all the enemies. I like that there's a pretty healthy amount of like variety and like level gimmicks and stuff. Like each level kind of has its own thing going on. The levels don't really feel that repetitive. I don't think. I mean, it's a little. I think it's a little bit simplistic in design, but I think that works for the game. They don't feel that different. They feel different to me. Like honestly, I feel like the levels do feel different. Maybe you'd have to just be playing it, but I feel like each level kind of has its own gimmick, kind of a little bit. Like the first level introduces you to like basic stuff. Then you have the cave level with like the bats and darkness mechanics. Then you have like that's like the first platforming level, and that kind of introduces it. Then you have this, you're riding a thing. You know, kind of an auto-scrolling riding level with like, and this beast has its own mechanics where you like punching him and him bouncing you. That's kind of unique. Then you got like the lava level, which like gives a unique use for your breath mechanics, tying that into the fire. Then you have like what was level 4? Level 4 was the plot. Then you have the platforming level where it's like high intensity moving platforms. I mean, that's not super. Obviously, moving platforms aren't super unique, but it's unique compared to like any. You know, it stands out from other levels in the game. Then you have like the ice level, which has a couple of unique enemies, and again, you know, not super unique for a video game, but it stands out. And then you have the crystal level, which is like the largest scale platforming level in the game, and also has like some unique mechanics with like the tilting platforms are actually pretty cool. That's kind of a unique mechanic. I don't know, like every level kind of has its own thing. Like I think they did a pretty good job of like level variety, to be honest. I don't see what killed me there. The gameplay? I think that there's a little bit of depth to this game that's kind of easy to miss. And if you're just playing kind of casually and like, especially if you like, maybe you play like you give it one try, or you play for like 15 minutes or something, you might miss the fact that the bird's mechanics has a little bit more complexity than you. I mean, it took me a few hours to realize that the bird has a little bit more depth than you might think. I didn't even really understand how the bird worked at first. But, I mean, the fact that the bird has, like, context-sensitive things where you can do, like, unique things in, like, certain levels, that's pretty cool. The way that the fruit works and the fact that you can get one-ups from it, that's pretty cool. And then you have, like, Astal actually has, like, some pretty cool abilities you can do. Like, some pretty unique, a bit like punching the ground, which has, like, unique outcomes in specific areas. Like, for example, here, we punching the ground stretches this guy out, and then you bounce. Like, that's cool. And punching, it stuns enemies. And then you have the breath attack. But, I mean, you might not even realize that you have those attacks. If you're just playing casually a little bit. I don't know. There's some... If you're just kind of playing... And, yeah, maybe it's easy to miss some of the... Yeah, I don't know. Might be easy to miss some of this stuff. Yeah, this is the neck. This is the neck erection monster. Exactly. Yeah, you still understand. Well, I mean, maybe you don't. I don't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think there's a pretty fair amount of. I don't know. I mean, if you like just if you feel like that stuff doesn't gel, that's But I don't know. I feel like it does. I feel like it all gels together pretty well. I don't know. I like the way the Astal moves. He kind of, he's got like a unique control system. The game kind of has like a little bit of a Sonic-ish vibe, but it does a better job of standing out from like being its own thing than like some other Sonic clones, I feel. I also really like that it like does this zooming out, zooming in thing too, which is a good way to. That's like a big problem that a lot of modern indie platformers have. They always want to zoom out way too much because they're worried that you won't be able to see enough of the screen to like a paranoid extent. So it's kind of a joke. Like there's like a number of indie platformers where you're basically a speck on the screen because you're so small, because they're so paranoid about having you like not see something or whatever. Like Risk of Rain. Very funny example. It is basically controlling a speck. It's beautiful game. You think it would be fun to play? I mean, Skittles. I think that it would be. You probably just need to play the Japanese version. It's like if you don't want to if you don't care for the mechanics as much and you just kind of want to enjoy just immerse yourself into the presentation of the game, then I think you might be better off just playing the Japanese version, and that way you can kind of ignore. You don't have to really put a lot of attention to the mechanics that you don't like or whatever. This wasn't for you? Well, there's no arguing with that. I mean, if it's not for you, that's fair. Well, I mean, if you ever, I mean, maybe watching me play it isn't enough. I would say, you could always give it another chance, but maybe if you get to watch your favorite streamer play through it, then that's enough. Especially since this game is very it's very much a presentation game. You get a lot out of it just from simply watching it. I think you don't necessarily need to play it. I think it plays well. I think it's a fun game, but the major reason to play it is just kind of more for the experience of it than the gameplay per se. It's not really like a gameplay game, even though I think the gameplay is good. You enjoy watching me have fun with this? I'm having fun. I love playing beautiful games that are fun. I mean, everybody has their own opinion. I know this is hard to believe, but there are some people that don't like virtual highlight. I know that's shocking. Now, none of us here can understand that. But there's a few people out there that don't like virtual highlight. And what that just means that the world is full of different opinions. Right, guys? Yeah, exactly. They can go to hell, Skittles. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay to have different opinions. It's alright. It's alright for people to enjoy different things. It's hard to understand how anyone can not appreciate the brilliance of virtual highlight, but you don't have to understand. You don't have to understand. You can just enjoy the things that you like. Yeah, I think this game is extremely good. The only criticism I have of this game at all is just simply that was not what I wanted to use. Fuck! It was supposed to be for a fruit. I thought I pressed the right button.
He destroyed that thing. I didn't even get anything out of it. What if I make him drop those guys drop those crystals? What do they drop? What could they possibly drop? Fuck it, I'm gonna go for a fruit. I'm gonna go for a fruit. Oh! Okay, they just drop a red fruit. They died trying to get it. He did it like that's weird. He did that. He attacked that thing instead of like going to fetch a fruit. Even though I thought I pressed the fruit button. Damn it, bird. Okay, whatever. But those things just seem to be carrying red fruits anyway, so like no point in attacking. I guess. Oh, maybe he can attack multiple. Maybe he can attack multiple of them, and you can get multiple fruits. I wonder if that's a thing you can do that. Oh, dude, another 1-up. Nice. We refarmed the 1-up that we lost. Very good. Yeah, so I've decided that from now on, if I mean, you know, people still like the whole thing of like default settings. I'll probably at some point do a default lives hard mode clear of Contra 3 when we replay that again. So I'll have to replay it again. I'll have to replay it again sometime. He's doing it. What he does? He's doing it again here. Well, then get that. He didn't even get anything from me. He didn't even get anything from me. Have I just never tried to... I feel like I've used the bird there before and he wasn't doing that. That's weird. My controls aren't switched, are they? They should be PC. Oh yeah, dude, we got like 3 1-ups in a row. So it's like we haven't even died on this stage. I guess I usually have him carry the fruit into the next section. Man, it's still very easy to die in this section if you're not careful. The key is just to like get through this as fast as possible using dashes. But you still kind of got to be careful. You don't want to rush too much and get yourself killed. Rushing is good if you have a chance to, because you want to like the longer you stay here, the worse it's going to be. Okay, I'll take that. That guy dropped a green fruit. And that volcano section can be pretty brutal. It's cool though. I mean, I think it's a cool challenge. Like, every level has got like 2 or 3 unique elements to it. And the volcano is... the volcano is a cool element. It's kind of brutal, but I mean the randomness just makes it more challenging though too. So I mean it's good. It's just tough is all. But you have to be on your guard. Like all the bosses feel fairly unique as well. Like I feel like all the bosses are pretty well designed in this game. I feel like they did a really good job of just coming up with things to make use of Astal's mechanics. What the fuck was he even doing there? Bird? Thank you. At least he did something useful there. Hmm. Let's try to go for a fruit with only 1 unit of power. Oh, we didn't get it. I think that you can get a fruit even with only 1 unit, which can be a good set, but it seems to be random. There's definitely some randomness to what the bird does. So if you use it early when you have less than 4 units of power, then you can still do the things. You can still use the various powers, but they only work at like a certain level of strength. So with the fruit, it makes it so that you like might get a fruit, you might not. But it does seem like using the fruit power at max energy while it's glowing is what gives you a chance to get a 1-up, because I don't think I've ever gotten a 1-up without doing it that way. Do I need to go for this fruit up here? Oh, nah, you know what? I wasn't gonna make it. I wasn't gonna make it. I wanted to go for it, but it wasn't gonna happen. I'm really hurting for health and power right now. Oh shit, I slipped. There we go. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Almost died there. Almost. Now, let's see. This is gonna be really hard to not die here. So I only have 1 unit of power to use the platform stopping thing. I better time it properly. But how to do that?
Come on!
Maybe now? Oh! I made it! I thought I wasn't gonna make it. Oh. Now, I'd love to get these fruits, but it's super dangerous to go for them. So maybe I just shouldn't. I can't freeze the platforms right now. Oh, I missed! Missed the platforms. This level's super cool too. Like, this is just a really cool level. It's like the visual design of it with the vortex like that on the upper half. This game is like grade A visually designed. I mean, the pixel art is not necessarily like the best pixel art you've ever seen.
Like, it's not grade A pixel. It's really good pixel art. But it's not just the pixel art, it's also just, like, the overall use of color. This game uses color extremely well, I think. It's pretty hard to do, to make a game that looks and feels like very colorful, but at the same time isn't garish. For me, the quintessential example of a game that badly uses color would be World of Warcraft. You know, speaking of, like, popular games. I don't really like... I don't care for the art style in World of Warcraft. Part of it is the character models, the character designs, and all that, the way things look. But, like, a big part of it is just really bad use of color. Like, it's funny too because I feel like there's a lot of MMOs that use color terribly. Because it's like they're trying to... I think it's World of Warcraft's fault. They're trying to, like... They're trying to be colorful because World of Warcraft is colorful. But World of Warcraft has no artistry to... Which, I mean, I know it. You'd think that Blizzard would. But, you know, Blizzard have their strengths and weaknesses, I guess. I think that Blizzard's their cooler stuff is like their earlier stuff. And it tends to be stuff that is darker themed. Don't think they're really great at... Like, whatever they were going for with World of Warcraft, I felt like it didn't work. I was a Blizzard fan at that time. I probably would have played World of Warcraft, but I was always kind of just, like, shocked by how ugly it looked. Apparently, like, apparently some people like it anyway, though. So, there's no accounting for taste. Obviously, people have... But in my opinion, it's just extremely ugly looking. And it's a lot to do with the use of color. But there's a lot of... Mobile games are really guilty of this, too. Bad use of color. It's easy to use color badly. Anyway, this game is like... It should be taught in classes. For, like, how to do color well. Because this game, like, is masterful at using color. But I just really appreciate the artistry in this game. You're a Blizzard fanboy? No. Wait, what the fuck did he just... What did he just do? What? What? Why didn't you stop the platform, idiot bird? Dude, where'd my power go? What the fuck is that? Oh, now I'm out of power again. I swear I pressed the right button. He didn't stop the platform. Maybe that's just an element of this game. You know, it's just that, like, sometimes the bird just fucks up. You know? He's your friend, but sometimes friends make mistakes. And you just have to... I forgive you, bird. I forgive you. You tried, okay? You tried. The Last Guardian is kind of like that. That's a brilliant game. Are you a Blizzard fanboy? I'm not a... I don't really consider myself to be, like, a fanboy of anything, per se. But... Yeah, I like early Blizzard. I liked Blizzard up until, like, about Diablo 2. You're not a big fan of how the main character looks in this game? I am. But, I mean, I guess... He looks kind of bizarre, I guess. So... You're not the only one who said that. He does have a little bit of a... I don't know, I like it, though. I like his silhouette. I like his hair shape. Like, whatever's going on with his body is kind of hard to discern. Like, it's just like this weird purple suit with, like, a tie or something. But, I mean... It kind of doesn't matter that much, because he's just basically like a set of arms and a head with feet, you know? Like, his body kind of doesn't even really matter that much. StarCraft? Yeah. I mean, I loved Warcraft back in the day. Oh, I loved StarCraft. I loved Diablo 1, and I loved Diablo 2 at the time. I kind of in hindsight, I feel like Diablo's kind of an unfortunate game in a lot of ways, but it has a lot of good things about it in terms of like its presentation and visual design and music as well. That was another thing about, and also not just like those online games, but like a lot of Blizzard's single player stuff was really good in those days. Like stuff like the Lost Vikings. Wait, was Lost Vikings Blizzard? I don't. Blackthorn is Blizzard. Blackthorn. Rock and Roll Racing is Blizzard, right? Yeah, I think Rock and Roll Racing. What else is Blizzard? There's a number of single player stuff that they did that was like that's really good. Oh shoot. Yeah, Lost Vikings. And Lost Vikings 2, that I still haven't played. I haven't played Lost Vikings 1 in a really long time. Due for a replay. Yeah, they made a lot of really good games in those days. And they had good... Like, for a Western company, they had very strong, like, art sensibility and really good music. I mean, the music in Blizzard games was... You know, like, it held its own, like, among, you know... in an era where like a lot of games had incredible music. It was just they held their own with like music, and you know, like Warcraft and Starcraft games have good music. Diablo 1 like is notable for possibly being the best soundtrack in a PC game ever. I bet a lot of people would probably put it in their top 3. All good things come to an end. Well, Blizzard's not the only company. You know, you gotta think... I think when it comes to Blizzard today, it's useful to think of them as being similar to, like, a lot of other companies. Rare, Konami, they're not so different from Konami. They're essentially zombie Blizzard. Like, all the people that worked for Blizzard in those days that made Blizzard cool, none of those people are there anymore. Well, I can't... I'm not... maybe there's a couple. I don't know, but... It's not like I've done like hardcore research on it, but I'm pretty sure they're mostly all gone, right? So pretty much they are zombie Blizzard. They're not the same Blizzard. Just like Konami is not the same Konami, and like even Capcom is not the same people. Like all of these companies that have been around for decades, they're not the same companies anymore. So Blizzard's not the only ones that have that problem. I mean, even Nintendo, you know. A lot of those classic people are... Although, you know, Nintendo is a much more traditional company, and a lot of those people like Shigeru Miyamoto... I mean, he's still there, but maybe he's, like, more hands-off than he used to be. And people like Iwata have, you know, died, unfortunately. But, like, they've done a better job of, like, kind of preserving their legacy or whatever, like, their company ethic. Even though it's, like, still technically kind of a different company than, you know, it used to be. So... You know, Nintendo is still good, but most companies aren't really like that. Nintendo gets kind of, you know, they get kind of crashed sometimes for like being overly traditional, but it's probably the thing that overall has kept them in business and like being able to like still make good games. Like, who cares if they're, you know, not as good at internet stuff? They were good with internet on the one game that I really needed them to be, which was Splatoon, which is like amazing. Oh, my phone's gonna die soon. Not ideal. All right, yeah. I mean, maybe is the sound maybe the game sounds like a tiny bit too loud now. Let's turn it down like a hair. Let me know, but I think that should be good now. I think it was too low in the last couple streams. I probably should have checked it, but it wasn't that bad. But I think the game's volume was a little bit low. It's not good for Astal. You gotta get the full experience. You gotta get the full, because it's so good. By the way, Gizmo, how are you doing? Really say hi to you. Like, I like how, like, what are you up to, Gizmo? What are you up to with your life? Play any video games lately? I have. I've been playing Saturn games. I recommend them. They're very good. Even though this game is super hard.
By the way, this game is awesome, and if you're like worried about it being too hard, just play the Japanese version, because the Japanese version is extremely easy compared to this version. Almost ridiculously easy. Like, you get 5 health instead of 3, and you get unlimited continues instead of 1. For some reason, well, I can understand why they decided to make the game harder. Like, quite frankly, it should have been harder. Like, the Japanese version sounds like it was way too easy, but they seem to have gone a little bit overboard. In the manual, somebody told me this, I haven't verified it, but in the manual for Astal, the American version, it says that there's 2 continues. But in-game, there's actually only 1. So, it's almost as if, like, somebody made a mistake. Because 2 continues would have... Like, if it had been 2 continues, it would have been perfect. That would have been the perfect amount. I think the difficulty would have been perfect. Like, 1 is a little bit weird, and... just kind of not really enough. That extra continue would have, like, helped so much, because you would have got those extra few lives to, like... You would have got an extra set of 5 lives every time to, like, you know, try out boss strategies and, like, all kinds of stuff. It would have helped a ton. Like, just 1 extra continue would have just helped an absolute ton with people on this game. So, that's probably an unfortunate mistake that it's 1 continue and not 2. But, you know, aside from that, I probably prefer the harder version. Watching some God of War, so you're not playing it. I am also not buying a PS5, and I have not looked at God of War at all, because I didn't like the first one. I never found to be impressive. I mean, I'm kind of anti-modern Western games, so it should come as no surprise. But personally, I felt that damn it. Personally, I felt that in the God of War reboot that they did a couple years ago, I watched some of it. It looked like they threw some Dark Souls kind of stuff in. Like, that's cool, but all the story stuff seemed super annoying to me. Like, the kid seemed extremely annoying. It also seemed like very pretentious to me. Like, you know, they were trying to, like, turn a silly God of War into, like, a serious father-son. And it just seemed stupid. It seemed dumb. I don't know. Like, maybe the game is alright, but it didn't seem like... The game also, like, some of the bosses seemed extremely QTE heavy. Well, not even QTE heavy, but, like, extremely... scripted. I guess the word I want to use is scripted. A lot of hate. Yeah, I'm filled for hate. Well, yeah. No, I mean, I have some hate in my heart, but I have a lot of love for retro video games. The hate does not consume me though, Skittles. It's just a normal, healthy hate, and I let it out in healthy ways. I'm not consumed. I'm not consumed by my hatred for God of War. I don't even necessarily think that God of War, like, it didn't look bad. I probably would... Like, probably the gameplay is, like, decent. Like, I don't know if I would hate it exactly, but it's like, watching it just isn't that interesting. So, like, you know, the new one doesn't interest me, because the old one didn't really interest me that much. Didn't really... I do know those Streets of Rage games. Yeah, those are based on my... Exactly. Those are based on my life. I have a lot of rage. You gotta rant sometimes. It's just, you know, it's fun. It's good to rant once in a while. You know, if it's all in good fun. It's all in good fun. I don't really ever, like, seriously rant in, like, a bitter way. I only rant about things that I think are fun to rant about. I don't know. At least recently, I don't think I've ever done, like, a rant that's, like, seriously embittered. I specifically try not to do that. I don't think that people really want to see that. And I don't really have any desire to do that as well. I mean, we all have things that we don't like. We all have preferences. You can't be human and not dislike some things.
Yeah. That's what people were saying on people. It says to be. That's so yeah. It sounds as if in the planning stages you're just going to have 2 continues, and then at some point either it's a mistake or they like made a last minute decision to change it to 1. So that was a mistake. They should have left it at 2. 2 is the right number for this game. 1 is a little. One just doesn't make any sense. You hate all my hate? Need to learn to be more upbeat and positive like you. Maybe I should learn to I should learn from Kamandra, and I should just try to embody the Kamandra spirit, you know? Like just kind of have that sort of perpetually annoyed, irritated look. Like people like that, right? We can go for the fruit that's down in the left. I want to fail my dash. Another dash here. Alright, got the fruit. Good. Alright, this guy, I gotta jump over him and then quickly jump again, or he'll hit me. And we have enough here to do the... We can do, so here, the context-based bird move is he can hit those stalactites for me, which is pretty cool. Demo, how's it going? Alright. On the spine insert is not printed there. That's a little odd, yeah. Sir John Nipples was an internet darling. Yeah, he was. I guess you're right. Brendo Demo. Cool buddy.
Hey, let go of me.
Demo, this might be the run right here. This might be it. Get ready. I finally decided to just set the lives to 5. Because I thought about it and I decided it's the whole thing of leaving the lives at the default is dumb. I know that TMR is a proponent of that. For RGG, it kind of makes sense as an RGG rule. Well, you know what? Actually, no, it doesn't. You should always set the lives to maximum. It doesn't make sense. I take it back. It just whenever you have the thing that my little rant is that I think that the whole idea of having adjustable lives and continues in a menu is completely pointless and stupid. You should always just set it to max. I also think that the little trend of people setting that stuff to leaving it at default as if that's as the proper way, I think that's dumb too. You should set them to max. The game developer, they should have always expected that you were going to set the lives to max. Because I'm sure most people did. It just makes no sense. Why would you... No, I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I wonder if there's a power move you can do, because you still have the energy bar as the bird. I wonder if you can do a power move where you hit the whole screen. Would you always pick easy mode? No, I mean, no. Well, yeah. I mean, see, that's the thing. That's the argument, Gizmo. But I think that I think it's different. You know, I think that I wouldn't always pick. I mean, for RGG, I would always pick. If I were doing a project like RGG, of course I would always pick easy mode. But if I'm playing for fun, casually, no, I might try to play the hard, especially if hard mode has extra content or a better ending, then I might want to play in hard. Otherwise, I might play normal. But having a designer created difficulty is kind of different from just giving you
a slider and you just like pick how many lives. Like just picking how many lives is dumb. That's a dumb way to design difficulty. Like you should, because there's no reason to just not take the maximum amount of lives. You know, if you pick like a hard mode, there's an expectation that the developer is going to design a difficulty that's fun. Like it's going to be fun. I think like it's just stupid and lazy to just be like, here, pick your own difficulty. Do you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7 lives? I'll take 7. Are you sure? It might be more fun with 3. No. And by the way, if the difference between easy mode and hard mode is just lives, that's also dumb, right? Like that's stupid, right? Like if you have an easy mode and a hard mode, and easy mode is just like you get 2 lives instead of 7, isn't that dumb? So it's dumb to have that in the menu then. You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah, I mean, of course you should pick, like, max lives. Because there's no satisfaction. Like, there's a satisfaction. There's also, like, if having difficulty modes that are designed, there's a satisfaction to beating them because the developers designed a hard mode. It's like, this is hard, you know? It's a challenge they designed for you, so you overcome that, and you feel good. That does not exist for, like, number sliders. Like, you don't feel satisfied because, like, oh, I beat it and I didn't take the max lives. I don't think that you do. I don't think that works the same way, you know? Like, oh, I picked 1 less life. No. I don't think that's the same. I just think that's dumb game design to, like, have a life slider. Or continue slider. Yeah. Like, Contra 3 does that. A lot of, like, arcade-style games do that. Well, I mean, not a lot, but, like, there's a fair amount that, like, did that on, like, console versions. That's one thing that I'm glad is dead. Because it makes no sense. I mean, that's not to say that, like, the way that the difficulty is designed in modern games is, like, necessarily better all the time, but it's one thing I'm glad they don't do anymore. Yeah, I guess the bar doesn't do anything. Oh, I might be dead. I might be dead. Oh, wait, I got him. Yes. This is a good boss design as well. Like, it's tricky, it's challenging. With the bird movement, you have to kind of really learn it, but it's cool.
Thanks. You remind me of something.
Yeah, I hate it when people have opinions.
Lita. I have to go now. You really shouldn't follow me, you know. I don't want anything to happen to you.
It does. The game does showcase, like, the scaling. That was another thing that I was saying. This is not a rant, but I think, like, it occurred to me as well that, like, the thing this game does, where it zooms in or zooms out based on, like, the context, based on, like for the more involved platforming sections, it tends to zoom out. And then in boss fights, it zooms out when you're farther away, which is a thing that, like, some games from this era did, but it occurred to me, like, that's a really good idea for, like, platformers that modern games don't really do. Like, modern games always have this problem where they want to make the main character sprite smaller and smaller, to the point where there's, like, certain games like Risk of Rain where you're, like, playing a spec. And I never really liked that trend either, you know? I kind of like having a bigger sprite on the screen. It's just more satisfying to control a bigger sprite. Controlling a spec, something just doesn't feel good about that, you know? But the modern design trend is towards that, like, smaller characters, just so you can see more of the screen, just, like, visibility. But so, like, a really good compromise is just having the screen scale in and out, which is something that, like, I've never seen any indie or modern platformer do that. I don't know. Maybe if there are some, maybe there are some, and I just don't know about it though. But it works really well in this game. Like, the way it's they use so, like, obviously this game, you know, is designed to show off abilities of the Saturn, like scaling and sprite manipulation and such. but it's used to really good effect in this game too. The new Bayonetta has such large bosses, she's barely visible. She's so small. Well, I mean, that's kind of fun. That's funny. That's okay. That's okay. Because, you know, they probably do the... I'm sure in that game they do an equivalent thing where, like, she's probably not small the entire game. It's probably only when you're fighting the boss. Like, if she was, like, tiny the entire time you're playing, that would be stupid. But, like, you know, to zoom out when you're fighting a large boss is cool. Because then you have, like, a giant boss. So that's good. Giant bosses are good. Yeah, so the trick with this guy is just watch which feet are wiggling, and you can know where to. Oh, I didn't see those feet wiggling, but whatever. Okay, so now we need to just go slowly through here so that none of these guys damage us. Probably making use of the stun is our best bet. Maximum safety, and then we just grab them. Like, you could also, like, try to blow them from a distance, like this, as well, which is good. I like that. I think that Astal's moves, like, he has kind of a unique move set, and I think they did a good job of making it useful. Oh shit! Okay, now I forgot. They did a good job of, like, actually making his move set useful and not feeling like too tacked on. Okay, so here, I don't need to go that fast. You need to get behind each rock so you can, like, avoid the attack, but they give you ample time. They give you ample time to do that. So we want to make sure we don't want to rush too much so that we don't get killed by the enemies. That's the main problem. I'm gonna take damage here, probably. And that's it. That's all. We made it. So we still have our continue. So we've made it to, like, probably the penultimate boss now, and we still have it continue. So we're doing better than ever before. This is only my second time making it to this boss. This could be it. Maybe this could be it, but we'll see.
Hello, Astal. Good to see you. You done me a big favor.
I like this guy's voice acting.
You see, every monster you fought was a part of Gerardo's body. You thought you were destroying him, but you were actually helping Gerardo gain power. Gerardo's now
Also,
complete.
this boss arena looks beautiful, too.
But now your usefulness has ended. I think it's time to get rid of you. Goodbye, Astal.
Like, it looks like it could be a Smash Brothers arena, actually. Uh-oh. Okay. So, we want to try maybe... Man. Can we, like... Would the blowing be useful here? Oh. I think that did anything. I'm dead. Alright. We still have plenty of lives. Destiny unfolds. I should probably try to get on to my best gamer behavior here and, like, really focus. Let you guys talk about your dogs. I gotta get into maximum gamer mode. Shit! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Oh, I rushed into it! I should probably stay in the middle and just try to watch what side of the screen it goes to.
Oh, it does damage him. But I got killed trying to do it. Alright, we have to continue now.
Astal, you mustn't surrender. Have courage. Fight! Don't
Can
give
never,
up, Astal.
can never press start too quickly. We always just gotta let the continue screen sink in because it's like so good.
Don't give up, Astal.
Best continue screen ever. Yeah, I have my own pet. Oh, okay, I gotta dodge those. Okay, I gotta dodge those. It's like misleading which side it's gonna go to. Music is really good in this fight. Of course it is. We had good everywhere in this game.
What's going on? Why can't I win? I can't lose to him! I can't!
Oh, nice. Alright. We made it to a new part of the fight. Alright. Alright. Oh shit! Dude. Oh, what the? Oh my god. Can we make it happen? Oh, look at that dodge. Look at that. No! Get him! Oh, okay, I got him. Oh, we got him. Did we get him?
Why?
We got him. We got him! He's gonna... I mean, there's still gonna be that big guy from the intro, obviously. So now it's probably the final boss. We can do it. We still have 4 lives.
I'm stronger than he is. Why can't I win? Why? Why?
Pathetic! You can't even defeat that little boy! I'm very disappointed in you, Geist!
He's set mistakes.
Not so cocky now, are you? I can crush you like a bug!
He's gonna crush me like a bug. Alright. We gotta focus. And try to win right now, so we don't have to play for another hour.
You can't win, Astal. It's too late.
So that we have more time to play other Saturn games.
How does it feel to be my little toy?
Oh no, he took my bird.
Frustrating, isn't it? Once you could have defeated me, but not anymore.
I need that bird.
Your weakness bores me, Astal.
Grr, Astal, mad!
Ready? Time for you to die.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Now, nothing stands in my way.
Oh no, Astal!
This world is mine. I'm so happy.
He's so happy. Happy ending.
Just to celebrate my victory. Destroy everything, yes, and begin again.
And then I'll build
No, this
the best website, Twist TV.
I'm not dead yet, Gerardo. You're finished. Yeah!
Oh, the music! I never had a Saturn either. Man, Saturn is awesome, isn't it? Isn't the Saturn awesome? I would have loved the Saturn if I'd had it. A lot of Saturn games seem like they probably have amazing music. Of course, the PS1 was the era of amazing game music. Okay, so we got 4 lives. We gotta make the most of it. 4 lives. Oh, I do have my bird. I do have my bird. Okay, so that's good. Here he comes. Alright, what's he gonna do? Let's just observe him. Let's observe. Observe carefully. What is he gonna do? What's he doing? Oh! Oh, I got a thing! I missed him! Shit! And he hit me with his fucking dragon. Oh, okay, I dodged it. I dodged it. Okay, I gotta hit him with this. Another thing. Oh, we interrupted the dragon. Good. Oh, what's he gonna do now? He's gonna punch! Dude, look, he's punching! Ow! No! Okay, I guess you want to just jump over. I bet you could probably grab that dragon, though. I wonder if you can blow the dragon. Should we try it? Probably safer just to jump over it, though. Uh-oh. Oh, I failed my jump. There goes a life. 3 lives left. Fight for the future. And guys, you always gotta be careful when it comes to blowing dragons. Sometimes it's better just to jump over dragons. No! Failed. No, I missed! Shit, that's bad. I really got him there. Hit that idiot. Oh, he punched me! Son of a guy. He's punching me! Look out! where'd my bird go? He's gone. Oh wait, there he is. Alright. Oh! We gotta focus. Grab thing. Throw it. Yeah. Interrupted his dragon. Dragon interruption. Oh, what is that shit? Oh, look out! That's a new move! Oh, that's the dragon. You know how to handle the dragon. There's the thing I can throw. Get him! Get him! He's doing this shit again. Just run from one side to the other, I guess. No problem, no problem. I jumped too early. Oh no, I was fine. Look out, he's punching! Oh shit! Oh, now's my chance. Pick it up! Hit him! Got him, okay. Get another fruit. Get another fruit. Oh, man, he got me while I was in the corner. Was pinned down. I think he's almost dead. I mean, he's not that hard. No, one more hit. One more hit. Oh shit. Can I get him right away again? Whoa, he's punching! Whoa, wait a second! He's punching! I'm holding the thing, though! Get him! Is this it? I missed! What? Oh, don't die now. Oh, a fruit. Get it! Get that fruit. Give me the thing that I can throw. Yes! I can't believe I missed him before. It looked like I should hit him. Get him! Did we do it? I think we did it. You think Gizmo? Whoa! Giant face! That's it! We beat Astal! We are Astal beaters! All of this, I couldn't have done it without your help. Guys, all of us beat Astal together. You were all like my birds. Whoa, the bird was Lita after all. It was Lita all along. What a twist. Astal's like, what? That's gotta be the end, Skittles.
Astal.
Whoa, the crystal was the goddess? Alright. Whoa, scaling effects.
Astal, Lida, listen to me. Gerado's shadow is now gone from this world. And Lida is free of Gerado's dark magic.
It's got a very long neck.
It wasn't my power that let you defeat Gerado. You discovered compassion. I could not give this to you. Compassion brings strength, Astal. Remember this. Now my work is done. I leave this world to you.
It's all because we found compassion.
And I leave to you the power of creation. Use it wisely.
Yeah, now we can create Astal too with the power of creation.
And Lida,
Oh wait, there's no
bring
Astal 2.
happiness to the world. This is my final command.
Oh, if only there was an Astal 2. Skittle, obviously we just got the power of creation. What part don't you get? Sparkles. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Staff roll. Oh, it's so beautiful. That was very good. That game is extremely good. That's an extremely good video game. Finally got to play through it. 6 out of 10 from skill. 7 out of 10 from mystery. Six out of 6 from Monocule. Right? 6 out of 6. What's the high score? Well, I don't see how I can give it any less than a 9, I guess? Don't see how I can give it any less than a 9. The artistry is amazing in the game, the visuals are amazing, the music is amazing, the gameplay is overall extremely well designed. I mean, the story is cheesy, but it doesn't really matter. Story and the voice acting. The concepts, the flaws. It probably should have 2 continues instead of 1, but it's a minor issue for me. I mean, one good thing though is that about the difficulty is that you essentially do have like 2 difficulties you can choose from, because you can play either the Japanese or American versions. So the American version, if you're not down with the hardcore difficulty, you can just play the Japanese version, and you can get like the easy casual experience. You can just like experience the artistry of the game. It's like, just kind of play through and experience it and not worry about like having to try hard, Which is fine because the game has like amazing artistry, so it's as long, the important thing is just to play through and experience it, I think. Like as a game, I think it's short but it's sweet, New Saturn. Well, was there a Sonic game on Saturn? I don't remember. There was Knights. Knights was like their attempt to do they did this and they did Knights, and both games seem to. I haven't really played Knights very much, but Knights seems to be amazing, and this is amazing. So I think that they would have caught on. I think both of those games would have caught on if more people had Saturns. But I guess neither one is as immediately as appealing as Sonic,
Because like this game, just like the high difficulty probably would have put a lot of people off, unfortunately. And it's more of a, it doesn't have the density of like a Sonic game, but like it's more of just like a short and sweet kind of game. And then Knights is more of like a kind of like a score attack kind of very weird game. Like it's a little bit more strange. But strange is good. I mean, they made extremely good games for the Saturn. It's just unfortunately just didn't sell. And you know, I mean, there's a reason. I mean, like Wii U was also like a really great console that didn't get the credit that it deserved because a lot of people just because of like mostly marketing screwed it up. I feel like with this console, it's like bad. Like they released it too early. I don't remember what exactly was the problem with the Saturn. They like released it too early or something. And a big problem was that PlayStation like had Square and they had Final Fantasy. That was a huge problem. Like I remember that they rushed to get the Saturn out first. That was like their big plan to get it out first, but it ended up backfiring. So basically, they made a lot of bad marketing decisions. But the platform is awesome. You know, the packaging of Saturn games is really bad compared to the Japanese version. That's true for a lot of consoles, but I'm sure that didn't help though. I mean, the packaging of Saturn games in particular is like in Japan in particular is so good. You got Rappo Christmas Nights, you awesome. Not the fancy controller. I mean, I'll tell you, like from my point of view, the whole reason I didn't get a Saturn is pretty much because of Square. I think, like, I probably would have I would have sided with Saturn if it hadn't been for Square and like Final Fantasy VII. And I'm sure because like Final Fantasy, it can't be overstated. Like what a big deal Final Fantasy VII was. Like the anticipation for the game. Like that could have I think that could have single-handedly have killed Saturn on its own. Saturn, like PS1 just had like more companies lining up behind it in general. And like Sony like made a lot of good moves and Sega just couldn't keep up. But they made a great console. Like Saturn and Dreamcast are kind of like the Wii U in that they were like just underappreciated, but they had really great libraries for their time. I wish Sega were still around. I wish they were still making consoles. I would trade Sega for Microsoft in a heartbeat. I feel like we'd be better off. Yeah. They could have, maybe that was also a bad choice, but I guess they just didn't have a good, I don't know. They didn't know what to do with the Sonic game, I guess. Like they couldn't, see, because, you know, Mario had Mario 64, but like you also have to remember, you have to keep in mind how revolutionary Mario 64 was, because the idea of like taking a platformer and turning it 3D was crazy back then. Like, everybody knew that it wouldn't play well, but they made it play extremely well. Like they put so much development into just like making sure it played well. So I mean, like, yeah, they could have just made a 2D Sonic game, but it would have been at a disadvantage. Like this game, probably I actually seem to recall this game kind of getting trashed a little bit because it was 2D. Like, it was a time in which, like, Sony kind of knew what they were doing by pushing 3D, because it was just, like, the 3D craze had grabbed people. And that was another reason why PS1, like, did so well, and why the N64, like, Nintendo kind of, like, embraced 3D more, why that did well. And, like, Saturn, with its, like, 2D stuff, it just seems like that. But, like, nowadays, when you go back to it, it just seems awesome, because we don't have... Like we're not living in the 3D craze anymore. So like we actually appreciate 2D stuff. Like a lot of indie stuff is 2D anyway now. So like you go back to like Saturn stuff now and it just seems like amazing. But back then, they were just at a big disadvantage. I mean, they had Virtual Fighter, they had Daytona, which I want to play. Yeah, I think that was the other thing, is that they rushed the console out. So there was like a shortage of games, so it didn't help that they rushed it out. And PS1 was like widely known to be like a better, like Saturn was not as good at performance 3D console. Both Sony and Nintendo's systems were considered to be like better at 3D, and Saturn was considered to be better at 2D. Although that's like Saturn, that's not exactly. I think Saturn was also like harder to develop for as well. I seem to recall Saturn being kind of like one of those systems that's it's kind of like the PS3. It was just like hard to develop for, I think, if I recall correctly. But anyway, that game is awesome. That game is amazing. I mean, you guys are giving it like 6s and 7s, but for me, it's really more of a. I can't go lower than a 9. I think it's a amazing hidden gem. It's like the presentation is just like off the charts in my opinion. But just the charm to the game, the visual, it's just not only the pixel art, but like the style, the use of color, the way things are presented, and the music. I mean, the music is extremely good. Although I'm probably won't go but at 8 though, I'll go 8 for the music. The music's extremely good too. The music is extremely good. Like just absolutely excellent soundtrack. I could almost go 9 on the soundtrack. It's really, I think it's pretty similar in quality to Rayman, which probably I also gave an 8 if I recall. Well, I gave Rayman a 9 for music. Maybe, yeah, I guess maybe this game should have a 9 for music. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to lean towards 8. But I think the gameplay is really good as well. I mean, I think that another reason why this game might not appeal to modern gamers as much is because this is clearly meant to be like a slower paced game. And I like that, but a lot of people don't really like that. A lot of people like fast modern platformers. Maybe it was also a downside at the time as well. Like when you compare it to Sonic, Sonic is fast. And Astal is kind of slow. He's like slow. And he's not sluggish, like he controls fine, but a little bit slow and just, kind of lumbering, which fits the character. I don't mind it. And I think the game plays really well, and I think the level design is extremely good. So but it may just not be to everybody's tastes. But just like the boss fights are all really well designed. Yeah, Guardian Heroes. That's another one that I've wanted to play like my entire life. I got to play it very briefly, like a little bit, on my friend's Xbox, but I never owned a Saturn, and I've never really emulated Saturn until like last month. So, like, yeah, like I had Knights on PS3, but I had Knights and I had like Jet Set Radio, and I did play through Jet Set Radio. I loved it. But I never got around to like finishing Knights. So, but it seemed amazing. Like, so I've never played a Panzer Dragoon game either. Like, there's like a bunch of stuff that like Enemy Zero I've been wanting to play for a long time. Dragon Force. A lot of this stuff I've been like really wanting to play, and now we finally can. That's awesome. 9:45. Die Hard Arcade. It's like, okay, so I always get confused, but Die Hard Arcade is different from Die Hard Trilogy, right? I always mix those up. It's not the same thing as Die Hard Trilogy. Die Hard Arcade is that. What is that again? What is Die Hard Arcade again? I don't think I have played it. Is it just like a fighting game? Oh, it's a beat 'em up? I haven't played it. I need to play that. I need to play that one. That's another one that I played. Die Hard Trilogy though on PS1. That was cool for the time. Dude, so I love Astal. This game was just awesome. It's a really cool hidden gem platformer. And it really is a hidden gem because it's gem themed. This guy gems, like you fight against gems. All the enemies are gems. Everything is a gem. So it really is a hidden gem. Yeah, maybe we should check out. Is that only on Saturn and arcade, or was that on PS1 as well? Die Hard Arcade. What else on Saturn should I play? There's a PS2 version? So PS2 and Saturn? That's kind of... Well, maybe we should just play the arcade version, though. If that's the original version. Probably should just play the arcade version. If I can get it to run. Oh, yeah, this game. Right. Kind of looks like Spike Out. Just like another, like, cult classic 3D beat 'em up. Well, Spike Out looks like, but I mean, this looks like very... There was another PS1, like Resident Evil kind of style game, but it's like more of a beat 'em up. It's called Deep Freeze, I think, on PS1. That looks cool. It's like kind of more of like a cop, like you play cops and it's like a beat 'em up, but it's Resident Evil style. It actually looks really good.
No.
Do you play as the police? Oh, I guess you're playing as Bruce Willis, right? Oh yeah, there is Bruce Willis. It seems like it obviously it's like very low poly and it looks kind of like chunky and like very, like, I mean, you want to say like bad, but it kind of looks stylish though. Like it kind of seems like very stylish. Oh dude, there's a naked dude. Or a dude in a towel, I guess. I don't know, it looks fun, I think. Gore-free violence, comedic effect. Only Saturn, PlayStation 2 is Japan only, so Saturn and PlayStation 2. But Dynamite Cop, oh yeah, that's right. Dynamite Deca, right. Fighting Force. Actually, Fighting Force is pretty good. Like, Fighting Force is, I think some people think that game is bad, but it's actually pretty good. It has really good music. It's made by the Tomb Raider people. I mean, it has like a little bit of problems with, forget, like with, it's like hitting enemies and it's like 3D. They tried to make a 3D beat 'em up. It's actually not. I don't know. I don't remember if that was on Saturn as well. I played it on PS1. I think we played through. I think we did a full playthrough and beat it. It's pretty. I thought it was pretty good, honestly. It was pretty good. The music's actually like really sick for this game. Yeah, I mean it's because it's in 3D. It doesn't. It plays a little bit weird. Like the aiming, I think it auto aims, but this music is amazing. Listen to how good the music is. We played through this on PS1. Shining the Forward Arc. Yeah, Shining the Forward Arc. How is that related to Shining Force? Is that also like a strategy game, or is that like a spin-off? I'm definitely going to play Daytona. In fact, that might be the next game that we play. Dragon Ball Z The Legend. Oh yeah, there was a bunch of Dragon Ball fighting games for the PS1 and Saturn. There was a really cool Saturn Dragon Ball fighting game, I think. I forget what it was called. I want to play some of those. 3D Black. Sonic 3D Black. What is Sega? Well, there's also Sonic R, which I want to play. What is Sonic 3D Blast on Saturn? No, okay, the Mega Drive Sonic. Yeah, that's. Wait. Oh yeah, this game, the isometric one. I did not really care for this game that much. I did not. That game was disappointing to me. But is there a Saturn version or something? Is there a Saturn version of that? That's like different? Yeah, Ultimate Battle 22. Is it horrible? It looked cool at the time. Is this just the same game, but like, whoa? I think those scenes are new. With like new mini games, maybe? Well, they're just copying the half pipe from Sonic 2, but like now it's in 3D. It actually looks pretty cool. You love this game? Is it better than the Genesis version, though? The thing that sucks about the Genesis version of this game is that it's not linear. Like, it's like these giant maps, and you have to just go around and find all the dudes. And it's just, it kind of doesn't really work that well. Like, having to go around and explore. The music sounds great. The Genesis version has great music, too. But this sounds like it might be different music. Pretty much the same. The music sounds amazing. I'll have to check out the soundtrack. I wonder how different it is. It's a dungeon crawler? What does that look like again? A dungeon crawler. Is it like... Oh, so it's like grid-based. It's a grid-based dungeon crawler. Oh. Very interesting. Music kind of low in this video. Oh, but then it gets loud during battles. Like turn-based battles then? It's not action-based, it's like turn-based? Yeah. The music is awesome. This looks good. I think this looks good. It all, you know, with a game like this, it all depends on like the music and presentation. You know, dungeon crawlers are a dime a dozen, but this game seems kind of flashy for like a dungeon crawler. The enemies like actually move around and stuff, so it's pretty cool. The music is awesome. It's got these like 3D scenes. We've got a lot of like cutscenes and stuff. Oh, dude, whoa! The enemy sprites look really cool. That actually, it's like pre-rendered. But it still looks cool though. No, what was that? That crab looked awesome. Hold on a second. Oh, those look cool too. Where's that crab? Oh, so I just realized, so like when you attack, your like enemies run into frame? That's really cool. I don't know if I've seen that in the This game looks sick. I gotta play this. I have to play this. Like, we have to play that game. That looks awesome. That looks really... Does that look really good to anybody else? That looks really good to... Shining the Holy Ark. How is it related to Shining Force games? Is it just like a spin-off? I never played a Shining Force game either. I need to play those one of these days. That looks really good. That looks really good. What else should we play on Saturn? What else is notable? I'm sure there's a lot of cool games on Saturn. Well, you know, if we start really getting into it, it would be endless, I guess. I got a lot of games planned to play. We have plenty of options as it is. All right, let's decide on the next game, guys. And by let's, I mean I will decide right now. This is going to be the next game.